Alright, we got them all out, and here comes the scary part. So, kind of pull this inner fender piece. I've already taken the connectors out, and I'm going to show you where they are afterwards. It's just easier to show you once I get the bumper off. But the scary part is pull the inner fender, you can grab a hold to it and just pull. And it just snaps off like that. Now on the front, be careful, there is a screw that in because it's catching on it. Should have did that before. This up and right, get it loose a little bit. Alright, and then we're gonna have to lower it down so we can get behind here. There are some pieces up in here that we're gonna have to pop loose as we're doing it too. But we got everything pretty much loose on here. You can see how loose the bumper is. So now we're going to lower it down. I just wanted to kind of give y'all a view of what you got to do right there. But let me lower it down, and we'll get these clips pieces on the grill. Excuse me, but we're going to get the clip pieces on the grill off, and then we can pull the whole bumper off. So the pieces I'm talking about are behind here, and there is a connector that attaches to the emblem also, but you'll have to pull up on this a little bit, and down inside of here there are some little clips you'll have to push down. I'm going to use a long flat blade screwdriver, just like this. And I'm going to just pop them up one at a time. Okay, now I gotta get this side. Should be 4 on each side. It can be a little aggravating to get. You just have to walk it a little bit at a time. Alright, you see how it just kind of popped loose, and then there's a connector like I said right here. If I get this off, this connector is always super tight. There we go. Just kind of open it up. Just be careful. Like to set it pretty close to the ground before I pull all this off. And the clips that I'm talking about, I kind of zoom in on them. These clips are right here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But just push down on them while you kind of just pull out. And then here is this connector right there. It's got 2 squeeze tabs on the sides. These get really tight, so keep that in mind. And then now I can show you the connectors for the fog lights. This is connector on the driver's side. It's almost identical to the passenger side. It's just got a different 90-degree angle on it. Just pushing that little tab, pull out. This is the main connector for all your sensors. This one is really tight most of the time, but you have to pull really hard on that back and pull out. Normally it's attached to the bumper. This one I feel like it's been taken off before because it is broken. So we do have that off. And zoom back out. Move y'all back. And there we go. You got a Nike GTI. Now, set this bumper somewhere where it ain't gonna get damaged, get scratched, stepped on, kicked, whatever. They don't really weigh anything. I'm gonna lift it back up we're going to drain the coolant out of this thing, just because I like to lower them down just so I don't have to pull the bumpers off in the air. So your lower radiator hose is right here, and what we're going to do is there's just a little like wire C-clip. You can get behind it with the pick, with a little tiny mini pry bar, something, a little flat blade screwdriver, and you're just going to pull it out. And then these come off fairly easy most of the time, but you're just going to walk it off. Let me get my drain pan under it. Okay, screwdriver behind it. Popped it off. Make sure I got it under it pretty centered. This one does have a sensor on it. Oh. Do it easy because it will come out pretty fast. Move y'all back. If you want to change your radiator hoses, now is a great time to do it. If you want to do it as preventative maintenance, you don't have to. Just that possibility if you want to. And while I'm under here, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling off my charge pipe right here. Just a flat head. Got in my pocket if I can get it out. And I do not take this off until I absolutely drain the coolant. Don't want anything to get into it. These charge pipes can be a little sticky on these. This one is pretty tight. I'm changing the intercooler, so too worried if something happens to the intercooler itself, but you never know. You just want to be as careful as possible. There is one on the other side as well. It's pretty much the same thing as this one. This has a wire right beside it. I'm going to pull it off for a second. Okay. Oh yeah, this one came off a lot easier. So, got that. Now we're going to get ready to pull the radiator. I can pull the upper radiator hose, but I'm going to lower the car back down and just put a regular drain pan under it. You're going to be going up and down the whole time you're doing this job because you'll find stuff that you need to do, and then to take certain things off, you got to be underneath it to pull this, and then you got to be on top to pull that, but you can't pull one thing until you pull another. I mean, it's a big process. So let me move y'all and lower the car down. Now, to pull the radiator, I already got the upper radiator hose off. Pull the radiator, you're going to have to go into, there's two little spots right here, and just like the, the fan, it's like little tabs you have to push down and push back. Now, these radiators get really stuck. They're really tight in there. About every one I've ever done has been super tight. So you may need a longer screwdriver than this. And you can look on the front side or inside the engine bay as well. And you're going to have to push down on this tab. Okay, there's one that can actually come out really easy. Normally they're super hard. Try to do this other one real quick. And now you should be able, it should hold itself out. Yeah. Now you should be able to kind of lift up. radiator out. Now, what we have to do after this is to get the intercooler out. If I already got the charge pipes off, we need to get the condenser off of it. And zoom back in. Right here, you look, more push clips. Push that in, there's one on the other side, and you want to lift up as you're pushing it in to dislodge the condenser from the intercooler. So, and when you do this, it's pretty much just going to kind of hang a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything, but just be warned that it will. Oh, that one come out easy. See if this one will. Oh yeah, I think that one did too. Oh yeah. Hey, this one's cooperating pretty good. It is a fairly newer one. Okay. Kind of got it where it's kind of just hanging. And now, here comes the hardest clips. First, I do have to take this off. We're going to remove this piece right here. I always forget about that piece. 3 T30s. Sometimes there's like little plastic guard pieces around them. This one doesn't have it. So. Now, like I said, here comes the hardest clips. See that big white clip right there? These are a nightmare. Every time I've ever had to pull one of these, I feel like I'm going to break them. And the way you have to do it is you have to pry down on that on top and bottom and pull back. They are super tight in every Volkswagen I've ever done. Typically I like to shove a screwdriver in just like that. Get another one on the bottom. You may need 2 people for this, and if you do, don't be ashamed, because every time I've ever done them, if I have gotten them by myself, it's been bad luck. Yeah, I'm going to have to get somebody to help me, but that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to pry on the top and bottom while somebody pulls on the back. It just makes it easier with 2 people. Got them popped out. Took a little bit. Kind of pain in the butt, but we got her out. Now, make sure everything is out of the way. And just finagle it out here any way that you can. I set the charge pipe on both sides. Routing it around the charge pipes is the hard thing. But I just pulled it out from the bottom, and here it is. You're going to have to take these little bracket pieces. These are the hard things because you have to squeeze those little plastic tops and bottoms down. Now, you pull these off. Sometimes these can be a little stuck on there. Just get a screwdriver, pop them off. But transfer these over to your new intercooler. And if you put new charge pipes on here, now's the perfect time to do that as well. But I think he's just keeping stock charge pipe. I don't think there's any with this. With this one, you do not have to push clips in anymore. It has little threaded provisions where it presses onto the evaporator or condenser, not evaporator, but press onto the condenser, and it's kind of pressure attached. Here are your mount pieces right here. You just slide over. Make sure you put them on the right way. They go forward, and then the bottoms are almost identical to what it was, and the inlets and outlets should be the same size as the factory. Because this is for a Mark 7. But yeah, she got a little weight to her. Make sure we put it on the right side.